everyone. I think we might be live on Facebook right now. If I got it all working. It says live. I don't know if the headphones are working. This could be cool. Let's see. I'll upload it to YouTube afterwards if it turns out. All right, everyone. Since we're all standing, let's start standing. Come to the center of the mat. Draw your feet together. Big toes might be touching here a little. Maybe a little sliver of space. Let the hands fall to the side body and open the palms nice and wide. Nice big breath and float the palms up overhead. Press the palms together. Exhale, fold the thumbs to the back of the spine. Pull the elbows nice and wide. Inhale, lift the palms back up overhead. Exhale, slide them down the front of the body. Standing at attention, Samasthiti easy. Close your eyes here. Arrive into your space. With your eyes closed, take in a full breath through the nose, letting the lungs fill up as much as possible. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Another deep breath in through the nose. Fill up the lungs. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Release the hands to the side body. Open the eyes. Taking a breath, float the palms up overhead. Press the palms together. Exhale, half moon to the right, dive up and over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, half moon to the left, dive up and over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, a Anuvatasana with cactus elbows. Pull the elbows nice and wide, lift the sternum, lean back. Inhale, come back to center, hands high. Exhale, forward fold, hands come to the chest. Reach from the hips, dive down and forward. Long, flat back as you fold forward. Release the hands at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands will press into the shins, or maybe to the tops of the thighs. Lift the body halfway. Feel the spine lengthening as you press that flat part of your head forward to the top of your mat and your two tailbones to the back of the mat. As you breathe here, feel lengthening through the back of the cervical spine, through the back of the neck. Bring a slight little micro bend into the knees here to help isolate the stretch in the upper body. Halfway. One more breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands onto the mat. Walk the feet back behind you. Come to the top of a high plank position, Dandasana. Feel the hips lowering in line with your shoulders. Beautiful. And your heels. Beautiful, Kathleen. Spread the hands nice and wide. Feel weight in the palms. Take in one more breath. Exhale, come down on your knees. Tabletop pose. Then widen the knees. Bring the big toes together to touch. Let the back of the hips settle on the back of the heels. And let the chest and the forehead fold down and forward, coming into child's pose. Forehead mudra seals on to Mother, Father, Earth. Or maybe onto your block or a bolster. Take 2 breaths here. Bring yourselves into tabletop pose. So draw the hands underneath the shoulders and bring the knees a little bit more narrowed underneath the hips. We'll start a little rounded cat-cow to start waking up the upper and the lower body. Breath in to dip the navel down low and bring the chest up through the forearms. Cow pose, meow. Exhale, cat pose, meow. Tuck the chin to the chest, send your gaze down. Tilt the pelvis in the opposite direction. Here we go. Inhale, cow, dip the stomach, lift the chin and the chest. Tilt the pelvis. Exhale, cat, round rainbow the spine, tuck the chin to the chest, tilt the pelvis in the opposite direction. Inhale, cow, shift back. Exhale, cat, shift forward. Inhale, cow, shift back. Exhale, cat, shift forward. Inhale, come to a long, flat, neutral spine, tabletop pose. Stay for the exhale. Start to wake up the lower body a little bit. Breath in, send the right heel straight back. Breath out, tap the right toes back and behind you to the left. Tap it down to the left. Nice. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, draw the knee to the side of the elbow. Inhale, reinflate, right leg straight back, toes down, heel up. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Inhale, reinflate, back and bow, heel straight back. Exhale, draw the knee back underneath you, tabletop pose. Here we go, breath in, left heel goes straight back. Breath out, tap the left toes back behind you to the right. Inhale, come back. Lift the left heel nice and high to center. Exhale, draw the left knee to the side of the left elbow. Inhale, reinflate, left leg straight back. Exhale, draw knee to chest, tuck the forehead down towards the knee. Inhale, reinflate, left heel straight back. Exhale, plant left knee back underneath you. Here we go, breath in, right heel straight back. Exhale, tap it down behind you, back into the left. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, draw the right knee to the side of the elbow. Inhale, send it straight back. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Inhale, inflate, straight back. Stay here and breathe and balance and hover. Lift the left fingers straight ahead of you, pointer dog pose. One more breath in. Exhale, plant hand and knee back underneath you. Here we go. Left heel straight back. Exhale, tap it down behind you to the right. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, draw the left knee to the side of the elbow. Inhale, send it straight back. Exhale, tuck knee to chest, forehead down to the knee. Inhale, extend straight back. This time stay here, float, balance and hover like a little hummingbird. Fluttering up to a flower, extend the right hand straight ahead of you. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bring hand and knee back underneath you. Full breath into the body, fill up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and then send them back as the heels energetically start to melt down towards your mat. Find length through the upper body, creating an upside down V shape in the body. Take your dog for a little bit of a walk here, bending the left knee and the right knee. Spreading out the legs. Everyone taking a nice big breath. Come to a formal downward facing dog with the hips as high as you can get them. The legs nice and straight, the upper body nice and straight. Send your gaze up, top of your mat. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk the feet up to the top of your mat, right behind your wrists. Keep a nice big bend in both knees. Leave the weight of the chest on the thighs here. Take your hands and lace the fingers back behind your lower spine, the lumbar spine. Lace the fingers together. Then lift the lace fingers up towards the clouds. Stretch the shoulders. Stretch the neck. Let the head hang heavy. One more breath. Exhale, slowly bend the elbows. Release the hands down in front of you. Wiggle the toes together to touch. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees generously. Send the tailbone down low. Lift the chest. Lift the arms. Sit back into your chair. Lighten bolt shape in the body. There goes your smile. Now there goes your smile. Okay. Kathleen's been smiling, so we're okay. Breath in. Exhale, chair plane. Swing the arms back behind you. Lace the fingers together. Pull the lace fingers down nice and low. Come up onto the ball mounts of the feet. Lift the heels away from the ground. First balance of the day. Breathe. Balance and hover. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Release the heels. Fold forward. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Nice slow roll to standing. Hands will come up nice and high overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, standing at attention. Draw the palms down the front of the body. Pause here for a moment, close the eyes again. Grounding into space. So much of what we do in yoga is just connecting the mind and the body and the spirit, trying to get underneath the skin with our sensory awareness. It's the connection of those three separate entities that are part of a whole. That's what yoga is all about. We're going to take our time and our flow today. Nice and simple. We're going to get into some more yoga for the rest of the class. Here we go. Set an intention for yourself in this moment, if you feel so inclined. Open the eyes, release the hands to the side body. Inhale, hands come high, press the palms together. Exhale, half moon to the right, dive up and over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, half moon left, dive up and over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, Anubhatasana, micro back bend. Keep the mudra of the hands pressed together. Lift the center of the chest and then lean back as you press the hips forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive the arms wide to the side. Hinge from the hips, dive down and forward. Plant the hands on the mat when you get down to the bottom. Walk the feet back behind you. Dandasana, top of a high plank position. You have the option here to flow through a chaturanga or to press back into downward facing dog. If you're flowing a chaturanga for the first time, you're lowering yourself down halfway, keeping the elbows pinned in nice and close to the tight side body. When you come onto the shoelace side of your feet, taking a breath with the chest up through the forearms, thighs are floating away from the ground. That's upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog is where we all meet. Let's set up our flow. Inhale, right heel high, three-legged dog. Lift the right heel. Exhale, scorpion tail. Put a nice big bend in the right knee. Open the hips to the side of your mat. As you breathe here, balancing on the two hands and the left foot, give a little swirl of the right knee. Trying to open up that right hip socket a little more. Little swirl of the right knee. Come back to scorpion tail. Open that hip, right hip to the side. Taking a breath, come back to three-legged dog. Drop that right hip back in line with the left hip. Exhale, step the foot through, the two hands, low lunge. Come down to the back left knee. Here we go. Inhale, dragon's pose or supported lunge. Lift the chest, lift the hands. So weight is pressing into the right foot. You're resting on the left back knee. Drag that left hip bone just slightly forward as you breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, open arm stretch to the right. Swing the right arm down and back, open the chest to the side. Inhale, come back to center. Swing the arm down, back to center. Exhale, press the palms together, slide them down the front of the body. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Twist to the right. Left elbow on top of the right knee, but to the side. See if you can draw your thumbs and your sternum to the center of your chest towards each other as you twist and move. untwist, come back to center. Release the hands down to the mat. Lift the back left knee. Breath in, open arm stretch to the right. As you press weight into the left palm, lift the right hand up towards the sky. Or your seat. Exhale. Bring the right hand down. Bring the left knee down. Send weight onto the left knee. Point the right toes up towards the sky. Come onto the heel of the right foot. Breath in as you lengthen through the upper body. Breath out as you fold the chest down onto the thigh and the forehead down towards the shoulder. Take 2 mindful breaths here. Coming back up. Guide the right foot back. Go back, right foot. Tabletop pose. Breath in. Breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel lift. Exhale, scorpion tail. Nice big bend in the left knee this time. Opening the hips to the left side. So now we're balancing weight in the front 2 palms of the back left foot, back right foot. Swirling the left knee a few times, trying to open that hip up a little bit more. Come back to scorpion tail. Open the hip to the left. Taking a breath, drop the left hip, back in line with the right hip, come back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands, low lunge. Come down to the back right knee this time. We're flowing the second side. Breath in to lift the chest, lift the hands. Dragon's pose. Breath out, swing the left arm down, back. Exhale, press the palms together, glide them down the front of the body. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow on top of the left knee. So as you lengthen the spine, see if you can draw the thumb and the center of the chest towards each other. Breath in, untwist, come back to center. Breath out, release the hands down to the mat. Lift the right knee away from the ground. Keep the right hand planted. Breath in, left hand floats up towards the sky. Open arm twist to the left. Breath out. Bring the left hand back down. Bring the right knee back down. Send weight back onto the right knee. Come onto the heel of the left foot. Point the toes up towards the clouds. Taking a breath, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, surrender, fold. Two breaths. Coming back up. Sending the left foot back. Here we are. Tabletop pose. Breath in. Breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion tail, nice big bend in the right knee. Inhale, come back to three-legged dual. Exhale, step the foot through, low lunge. This time, no supported. Breath in, lift up. Anjayanasana. So we're lifting up, lunging weight into the front right foot. The hips and the chest are square to the front of our mats. We've got that front right knee bent over the ankle as best we can. Ball mound of the back left foot. Heel is lifted. Let's bring the arms into the game. Taking a nice big breath as you exalt the hands up towards the sky. Keep that left hip bone forward. Breath out, open arm twist to the right. Right arm swings down, back, open the chest to the side of the mat. Inhale, come back to center, hands high. Exhale, press the palms together, draw them down the front of the body. Here we go, breath in, lean forward. Breath out, twist to the right, left elbow on top of the right knee. Inhale, untwist, come back to center, lift the hands high. Exhale, warrior two. Set the back foot down onto the ground, point the toes on a 90-degree angle. pivot your chest and your hips to face the side of your mat. So now we're not facing the front, we're facing the side. The front right knee's bent still over the ankle. Arms are open on the same plane. Gaze is over the front right fingertips. Taking a breath here. Let it go. Inhale, reach forward with the right hand. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm releases down and the left arm opens up towards the sky or the ceiling. This right arm, we're using it as leverage to help open this top shoulder. So either press the hand into the mat or on top of a block or bolster. Press the arm into the side of your shin. Or you can keep that knee bent and rest the elbow on top of the knee. Kathleen, point your left toes a little bit more to the top of the mat. Left toes, wind them to the right a little bit. Here we go. Inhale, lift, reverse warrior. Lift the body. High five the back of your mat with the right hand. Keep that right knee bent. Left hand presses into the back leg. So it's much like a half moon, but the legs are set up differently in a lunging pose. Take another breath in and out here. You know, we set it up nice and slow the first time. One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel the arms up, over, down to the ground. Right foot steps back, top of a high plank position. Press back into downward facing dog or flow through a chaturanga. We all meet in down dog together. Inhale, left heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion tail, nice big bend with the left knee. Inhale, return to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot through, low lunge. Breath in, lift up, crescent lunge. Anjaneyasana. Breath out. So we stay here for a few breaths. Lunging into the left foot this time, bringing that left knee over the ankle. The chest and the hips are square to the front of your mat. Very different when we switch to Warrior 2 and open our hips and chest to the side of the mat. Weight is on the back ball mount of the foot. The heels lifted. Bring our hands nice and high. Taking a breath. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Swing the left arm down and back, open the chest to the side of the mat. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, press the palms together and glide them down the front of the body. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow on top of left. Breath in, untwist, come back to center, lift the hands nice and high. Breath out, Warrior 2, open to the side of your mat. So settle that back foot down onto the ground, the sole and the heel, and point the toes to the right of your mat, 90-degree angle. Left toes are pointing to the top of your mat. Knee is still bent over the ankle, chest and hips now open, side of mat. Arms spread nice and wide, lifting the knees. Send your gaze over the front left fingertips this time. Taking a breath. Reach forward, left hand. Exhale, extended side angle, other side, left arm down. This time she extends the torso to the side. Right arm opens up towards the sky. Use this left hand as leverage, opening this top shoulder. One more breath in. And down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift up. Left arm high fives the back of your mat this time. Left knee stays bent. Right arm we use as leverage. Press into that back leg. Feel the left side body exposing and exalting itself this time. There goes the sun. There goes the sun. Ba-da-ba-da. Taking another breath. Exhale, low lunge. Swirl the arms overhead. Bring the hands down to the ground. Left foot steps back. Dandasana, top of a high plank position. Flow through the chaturanga. Or press back into downward facing dog. That's where we all do. You ready, my friends? Here we go. Inhale, right heel high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion tail. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot through, low lunge. Breath in, lift up, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Right away, breath out, open arm twist to the right, swing the right arm down and back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, press the palms together, glide them down the front of the body. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, untwist, come back to center. Hands high. Exhale, warrior two. Face the side of your mat, plant that back foot down onto the ground. Moving just a little bit faster. Inhale, reach forward with the right hand. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, lift back up, reverse warrior. Lower body stays the side. Right arm lifts nice and low. Exhale, low lunge, swirl the arms overhead. Plant them down onto the ground. Right foot goes back. Another option for the chaturanga is to lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Take a little baby cobra. Lift up into tabletop. And then press back into downward facing dog. Ready for the other side? It's the last time. I know you're ready. Here we go. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, scorpion tail. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Inhale, lift up, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, open arm twist to the left, swing the left arm down and back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, palms glide down the front of the body. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist to the left, right elbow on top of the knee. Inhale, untwist, come back to center. Exhale, warrior two. Open to the side of your mat. Inhale, reach forward, left hand. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, lift, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge, swirl the arms overhead, bring them down to the ground. Left foot steps back. Lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Reach the arms out nice and wide to the side. Expel all the air from your body, let it go. Inhale, Salambhasana, locust pose. Lift the chest, lift the arms, lift the legs, lift everything. One more breath in. And out, let everything come down. Bring the hands back by the shoulders. Press up into tabletop, taking a breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze up, top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, float, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands overhead pose. Exhale, Samasthita, standing at attention. Pause here for a moment. If you've been following along with me at home, and you're a little winded, or if you've been following along with me here live and in person and you're a little winded, catch your breath here. We're just going to do a few balancing poses right now, and then we'll get onto the ground and mellow out dramatically. Release the hands to the side body. Let's start with one-legged mountain pose. Lift the right knee to hip level. One-legged mountain pose. Take in one more breath. Exhale, release that right knee down. One-legged Tadasana, one-legged mountain pose, other side. Lift the left. Now some of you who are practicing may be thinking, wow, this is really simple. It's balancing. The longer you hold it, One more breath. Lift the left knee a little bit higher. Good enough. Exhale, release it down. One-legged mountain pose. On the right side, once again, lift the right knee. This time, extend the right foot forward. Keep that right foot nice and high. You can bring hands underneath the leg for a little bit of support. You can also even reach for the toes. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee. Send the right foot back behind you. Fold the heel back towards the tailbone. Reach for the inside arch of the foot. The challenge there is to transition from forward to back, coming into Natanajasana, dancer's pose. The inner thighs stay sealed together as you fold that heel back towards the tailbone. Reach for the inside arch of the foot. The left hand can come up overhead for counterbalance. You can stay right here in dancer's pose, or you can take your dancer's pose into an exalted form by perhaps reaching forward. One more breath. Exhale. Slowly release. Natanajasana, dancer's pose. On the other side. Left knee lifts. Oh, we start with mountain pose. And right away we brought the hands underneath the thighs. And we start to lengthen that foot. You can take the support away if you'd like. And the support back into the game. Toes here if you'd like. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly bend that knee and then fold the left heel back towards the tailbone. Reach for the inside arch of the foot and magnetize the inner thighs back in towards each other. That right hand can be used as counterbalance here. I've stepped in a little hole with the back of the heel on my heel. It's fun. Taking dancers into an exalted form by reaching forward. One more breath. Exhale, lift and release. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Sole of the right foot to the calf, maybe to the upper inner thigh. Mudra, the expression of the branches, you can bring it together at the center of the chest. Other side. Left sole to the calf. To the front. Beautiful weather here. San Diego, Friday. Open. One more breath. Before we make it onto our tailbones and onto our backs, let's get a little frog squat in here. Send the tailbone down nice and low as you separate the feet off the edge of your mat. Point the toes out and then angle the heels in. And then squat the hips down in between the thighs. If you've got a block or a bolster that you're practicing with, always an option to slide the block or bolster underneath your tailbone to rest weight onto. Elbows can squeeze in between the two thighs and use that as a little bit of leverage. Take in one more breath, lengthen through the spine as much as you exhale, release the hands down. Lift the hips back up. Walk the feet back in together. Bring the hands back behind the ankles. Hold the chest down towards the thighs. Hold the forehead down towards the shin. Let's get one nice deep forward fold standing. We're going to do a Paschimottanasana later on towards the end of class. I want you to notice the similarities between the standing pose, Paschimottanasana, essentially the same pose except it's seated. Alright, come down onto your tailbones. Take a nice little seat. Places you can use your bolster. We're going to come right into dragonfly pose here, starting to open up the hips. So you can take a seat on the bolster and then open the legs, and that might help you to start folding forward a little easier. Other options for the bolster are to bring the support in front. So the legs are open, saddled open, nice and wide. And then we start to negotiate folding the upper body forward. You can rest weight on the forearms, maybe the chest comes down a little further. You can rest the bolster underneath the chest. If that's the case, the chin can be straight down, or you can turn and rest weight on one ear or the other. You want one for front? No? Okay. It's okay. Starting to slow everything back down again, everyone, so just mellow out. You're going to be here for about 8 breaths. And close your eyes. Start to slow the breathing down again. Feeling a lot of tension in the legs. Bring the legs in a little closer together, or maybe put a little bend in the knees here rather than knocking the legs out so straight. Always an option to pull the body back up a little bit here. Take some of the weight out. Release some of the tension. Couple breaths. Fold back. Hello, Gigi Eileen. To upload this, if it works out, onto my YouTube channel, and it will be accessible for anyone. Those of you who are practice. Two more breaths here, dragonfly. Coming back up. Take the bolster, bring it back behind you. Couple options here. We're going to come into saddle pose, so walk the legs back in closer together. Now I'm going to show you probably the one version that is the most accessible, half saddle pose. So the left, we'll start with the right leg back first. The left leg will stay extended forward. The right leg will bend back behind you. And then you're going to fold back onto the bolster. If you're not able to go down that far, you can prop your elbows up and use that. You can also take the bolster and fold it in half and bring it a little closer underneath the back for support. And eventually release a little bit more. If you're saying, well, I feel like this isn't, I'm not engaged enough, I could go a little deeper. There's an option to come into full saddle here by not extending the left leg forward, folding both legs back, and then negotiating folding back. Use your elbows underneath for a little bit of pop. Pop into the seat there. The head will start to become heavy here, so allow the chin to tuck back towards the chest. Here for about 4 breaths here on the first side of half saddle. Feel a little labored or a little uncomfortable, or the sensation's a little intense, see if you can come back to the breath. Into uniting breath, movement, body. Back up. Switching it out. Right leg will go out nice and long this time, and then we'll fold the left leg back. You guys know I always think of little chicken wings when I fold my legs like this. Can you tell I like to eat wings? You might find a very dramatic difference in sensations from one side to the other. For some reason, for me on this side, my body's a little less giving. So I don't quite make it all the way down as easily. It's really nice when you get to the point of allowing the body to rest. The back of the head rest. Something like the ground or this. That way you're not holding a lot of tension. Coming back up, my loves. Unbending the chicken wing, bringing it back in front of you. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna. If you're not on TikTok, you don't know that song. Bring the soles of the feet together. Are you guys on TikTok? Have you heard of TikTok? No? You've heard of it. Don't do it. Once you take it, it's you can never go back. Okay, butterfly pose. Soles of the feet come together and the knees open to the wide edge of your mat here. So we did a little bit of folding back, and now we're going to do a deep folding forward. If you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and fold forward here, settle into pose, settle into posture. If you need a little support with bolsters, a couple places you can put the bolster or the block underneath the feet in front of you. Brings the feet a little closer together as you fold forward. I think the most popular one is to bring it underneath the chest, underneath the forearms. For about 8 breaths. Nice big breath in. And out. Coming back up. Let the hands come to the sides of the hips and bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. As you allow the sensation of butterfly pose to absorb into the body, just windshield wiper the legs out a little bit so let the knees fold side to side. Letting some of that sensation in the hips open up again. Coming back to center, we're going to come into deer pose, another forward fold. So leave the left leg in front and then fold your right leg back behind you. The left leg is folded somewhat at a 90-degree angle here. You bring the bolster in front. As you fold forward, bring the weight on top of the bolster. Always an option to come into half swan by sending the right leg nice and straight behind you and letting the sit bones settle down. So taking the bend out of the back leg and straightening the right leg. And then folding forward, coming into a very engaged hip opener, forward. So either half swan or deer pose with the bend. We're going to hang out. more breaths. Starting to come back up. Taking that right leg that's back behind you, either in half swan or deer pose, then bring the right leg in front of you and cross it over the left. Find some length through the upper body here. Let's get a nice twist by bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Untwisting left elbow to the other side of the same knee. Twisting in the opposite direction. Untwisting, coming back to center. Uncrossing the legs. So deer pose on the other side. The right leg will stay in front. Left leg will bend back behind you. Start to opening up this left hip socket, and then you negotiate holding forward. Or you can work your way into half swan by extending that left leg out nice and long. The right leg still stays bent with the shin somewhat on a 90-degree or parallel to the top of the mat. So the sits bones down, moving forward. Always an option to utilize the wrist. Good deer pose. Also an option to use the bolster for half swan. Sit on the bolster for lengthwise. Sit. Sit. More breaths here. Slowly coming back up. Bringing that left leg from behind you back in front. Crossing it over the right leg. You start with twisting left elbow to the outside of that knee. Right hand presses into the back leg nice and long. To the back. Exhale, untwist. Opposite elbow to the opposite side of the same knee. Back hand is leverage again. Find length through the upper body. Breathe in. Breathe out, untwist. All right. One more forward fold before we get onto our backs. Extend the legs nice and long. So those of you practicing here with me at home, I just had a private discussion with the virtual people about Paschimottanasana, and we were standing up. We're folding forward. This posture is very similar to that, except now we're seated on the ground. So you find as much length through the upper body. In Indian, we call this caterpillar pose, also known as Paschimottanasana. Breath in, lengthen through the upper body. Exhale, fold forward. See if you can keep that length in the upper body, maybe a slight bend in both knees as you release the weight of the chest and the belly onto the legs, holding the forehead down towards the shins. Bolster can come underneath the knees for a little support as you pull forward. Or you can bring it underneath the chest. Trusting the forehead. Starting to come back up. Lift the shins as you come to a nice little seat on the two tailbones. Lift the shins. Stay lengthened through the upper body as you reach the arms out. Boat pose Navasana. Reaching the arms out ahead of you. Take in one big breath. Lift them up high overhead and lengthen the legs. Exhale. All the way down out. Draw the right knee up to the side of the right rib cage. Wrap the arms around the top of the shin. Flex the foot. Halfway through the toes. Half happy baby. Stamp the flat part of your feet up towards the sky and pull the knee a little more out to the side, to the right side of the rib cage. With the right hand, you can reach for the big toes or the ankle. Half happy baby. Really getting deep into that hip socket. You can lengthen the leg if you'd like. Take a couple breaths here. Releasing that leg nice and long below you. Drawing the left knee up towards the side of the left rib cage, wrapping the arms around the top of the shin, flexing the left foot, half with the moving toes. Take a couple breaths here. happy baby. On the other side, stamp the flat part of the left foot up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. A nice little bend in that knee. You can reach for the big toe or the ankle or the calf. Really fly a nice deep stretch into the left hip socket, the left thigh. Left quad. Coming back to center, left, putting both legs nice and long below you. And then drawing both knees up towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins, taking in a big breath. Exhale, release both knees to the right. Use your bolster underneath the shins for a little bit of support. A little bit of lift with the leg. Sliding that left hip bone on top of the right hip bone, bringing a nice deep twist into the lower spine. The left arm can be over to the side, gaze the heel to the left. Couple breaths here. Final resting posture almost upon us. Coming back to center, untwisting. Going into the second side, lengthen both legs up nice and high towards the sky. You can bring the hands to the back of the legs. You can stay right here, or you can move into slow ways by lifting the hips away from the ground and then you can rest on the ground or the mat above your head. Work the body. Drop both knees back in towards the chest. Open the arms nice and wide. Taking a breath. Exhale, release both knees to the left. Supine twist to the left. Again, the shins can rest on top of the bolster. Breaths. Untwisting, coming back to center. Taking the bolster, bringing up to the top of your mat, nice and long. And then letting yourself settle the back of the spine and the back of the head, right in between the two shoulder blades. The soles of the feet can come together, letting the knees open to the wide edge of your mat. Supine Konasana, or bound ankle pose, with a little bit of support underneath the back of the spine. Arms can open nice and wide to the side, opening the chest.